In this video I will share the results that I have obtained using the triangular arbitration system. This strategy started on June 2nd with these sales in Bitcoin 0.004 BTC USDT. Started with 60 USDT BUSD. Started with 600 USDT. I use more BUSD because in Binance there is a promotion that everything today. The balances are the following. Bitcoin has increased to 0.0001051 BTC USDT has increased to 1 USDT with 63 cents and BUSD has increased to 15 billion United States dollars with 51 cents. We can also see these same balances here in my wallet. And notice that they are the same that appear in the tool. The tool updates the sales in real time. That's the good thing about that tool. Now let's see these results in detail. Here it is by day. Per day, because in this table on the left side the net value of each currency appears. The movement that has had according to the orders that have been placed appears here, and obviously the sum of all days is taken into account, both in BUSD, USDT, Bitcoin. And that are the main currencies. This system also accumulates in other cryptocurrencies or in other fiat currencies, taking into account the use of those currencies. For example, with the Turkish pound, which is one of the ones that I use a lot, it gives me good opportunities. So far I have been able to accumulate 36.7 Turkish pounds. With an operation that says in TRX, I can accumulate 0.2. I have not yet decided if I continue operating with TRX. I need to confirm more than all the volume. And obviously the commission appears, and the commission is in BNB. There is no commission today because today it has not been operated. This was an order that was closed this morning, but today I have not made triangulation orders. To give more clarity to these values, I convert them all to USDT, taking into account the value. This is in real time, so you will most likely see that these values will be modified because obviously the price of each currency changes, taking into account the USDT. As I had already commented, in BUSD it has been made $15.50 USDT 1.60. The equivalent in Bitcoin has been 3 USDT. In the lira it has been made 2. The accumulation has been made 2, and in this with a single operation it managed to accumulate a penny. Let's say so the gross of all this, that is, the sum is $22.50 and the commission is $3.67 for a net of $18 that have been made in these 2 days. Today it has not been worked on, but let's say that in these 2 days. Since this is triangulation, obviously other currency crosses are used, and for me to be able to square these values, well, those other currencies that are used are provisional, that is, you buy and sell, then you buy the same amount and sell the same amount. In this table that is here, in the dynamic table, it is noticed, it is seen that indeed the same amount that is bought is sold. Except in TRX, which is the one that I already mentioned, that there is a 0.02 accumulation. And it is because 703.2 TRX was bought and 703 was sold. Obviously there is a surplus of 0.2. To obtain these results I have a Bitcoin. The page is all the orders that have been made in Binance. I downloaded all the orders here to Excel, and from there I get these results. If we can compare some of these orders in Binance, we can do it. Let's go to Binance and let's check what the orders are. In open orders, I do not have any open orders. To be able to calculate the performance I have to have open orders present. At this moment they have all been closed. In the history of orders, Here we see the last order that was today. Was a purchase of Bitcoin using USD, and these are the amounts and values. That same information is the one that appears here. The purchase in Bitcoin with its respective values the same. The previous one was with Turkish pound. The Turkish pound was also bought, and that one we can also see here. That is the result that has been obtained. As I mentioned, today operations have not been made, possibly now start operations again. In the next videos I will show some tips on how to start a strategy. What else I see when I start a strategy? Obviously I like to see the graphics, what coins I am using, I anticipate. This system covers 30 cryptos, but to be honest, you don't need 30. At the moment I'm just using 4 coins that are these. These are the ones that give me the most opportunities, and obviously I like to do before starting to triangulate and choose from these 4. If I am going to trade with these 4 or with any of these 4, then I like to see the chart, and I will explain that in the next videos. There are also some novelties with respect to visual aids and also reversion of the first triangulation operation. So I'm going to publish those other videos. Any questions you have about these results, you can leave them in the comments, or you can write me to this email that you see here. The email in which you can write me will also be in the comments.